It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to them early and often on this drive. and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Mahomes on 3rd. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Room here to run. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and tough.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. A good pickup there at 22. Dorsett making the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, You got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. 66 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On 1st down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. formation from the gun. Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 165 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A gain of 6 there on first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Again, he'll drop to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 212 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now a second down and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for Cincinnati, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.